and welcome back to Parking Lot Chats with Corin
and Bo.
So how was your week? How was your week?
It was fun. It was week, I guess. Fucking
week?
Yeah.
It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. It was fun. We went down to the Keys. We stayed in Marathon, which is like the last key before the 7 Mile Bridge.
That's what I was gonna ask where you stayed.
Yeah. It's only like 4 hours from us, so it's actually not that bad.
No.
But then it's a whole another hour down to fucking Key West.
1 hour to Key West from Marathon?
From Marathon, yeah.
I thought it was further than that, honestly.
No,
it's not that bad.
Yeah, because we did make the drive down one night. But it was fun. We went down for mini season, which is like lobster season opens for 2 days before the regular season opens. I actually don't understand fully why they do that. And then this year there was even like a mini season. Like there was one day, like a week ago, that Governor DeSantis signed saying that like Florida residents could dive for lobster that one day. And then they opened up the 2 days this last week. And then the regular season opens in August and it runs through like October. So really you could get lobster for like months.
Yeah, right?
But everyone like runs down to the Keys to do the 2 days. I don't know.
I guess before everybody takes them all, and then everybody has to have a bug license on the boat or however many you're taking, right?
Yeah, so it's 6 per person.
Is it? I feel like it used to be like 2 back in the day.
In the Keys. I think Chris said up here it's only 4 per person.
Because I know I used to, when I was a teenager, as soon as I was able to, I got my bug license because my dad would make me come with them just to have someone else on the boat. So I wouldn't actually dive, but just to have someone else with the license.
But you have to have a license, even if you're not actually diving. And technically, you are supposed to be the one.
That's what I know. So I hope the FWC is not listening.
Yeah.
This was decades ago.
Long time ago.
This
is
you don't even know
a scenario. It's not true.
Yeah, right. This is all hypothetical. Hypothetically, I used to get on the boat just because I had the license.
Yeah, because legally, you have to be the one that gets in the water and
let's be real. Legally, I'm not doing that. I'm not going and grabbing fucking lobsters off the bottom of the ocean. I'm not doing it.
No, so we all had the stamp or whatever, the license, because you have to have your salt.
You have to have your regular saltwater fish and then the bug stamp.
So we all had that on the boat that needed it, because kids don't need it. I think you have to be 16 and older.
That's why they used to make me go, because I was the oldest. So as soon as I turned 16, it was like, you're going lobster. And bitch.
But they can still get them. They just don't need the license to get them. So we did that. So we got, I think we got like 30 total between the 2 days. Well, I guess it's a lot compared to some, but the other boat that we were with got a fucking 100 total between the 2 days.
How many people do they have?
9. Yeah.
Hypothetically, that doesn't sound legal.
6 per person was 50 a day. 54.
Okay.
9 times 6, right? 54?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because 6 and 5.
9 times 6 is 54.
Oh, 5 and 4. Okay, right. I was thinking 5 and 6 don't equal 9. That can't work, but right.
He put down the 6th finger.
Right. Oh, she's right. All right, cool. It just sounds like a lot.
I know. It does sound like a lot.
Yeah,
so
it does.
They got 100 total between the two. So, I mean, our little measly 30 was nothing compared to them. But then we heard people talking that said that they had only gotten like 1 or 2. So we were like, okay, well, we did a little bit better than most, but not. But he had like experienced divers on his boat, and we had 5 kids that had never done it.
You had a boat full of teenagers.
A boat full of teenagers, yeah. He had a boat full of adults, so there was a little bit of difference. But they did really good for never done it before. They all got 1 or 2, and then Chris and Jason got in and got the majority. But
that's how that goes. Hypothetically, everybody got their own.
Yeah.
Legally, everybody got their own. Hypothetically, Chris got the rest.
Yes. Legally, Chris got 6 and Jason got 6.
And that's all that is.
And then everyone else got 6 too.
Everybody got 6. It's equal 30, so 5 people got 6.
5 people got 6.
That works. Well, that's fun. I haven't been down there in a couple years. What's going on in a marathon? Anything good?
Just
lobstering.
Yeah. And then we did take one day after lobster season was over. We packed up in Marathon and went up towards Key Largo and stayed one night up there. Chris, we have friends that have a little like a studio apartment down there.
Oh, cute.
And Chris called them and asked him if it was open, if we could just stay for the night, and they allowed us to stay, and they have a little boat ramp right there. So we put in there and went over to the reef that has the Jesus statue.
Oh, cool.
So that was really cool to see.
That's fun.
Yeah, the kids snorkeled the whole thing on and then I got in and just I made Chris move the boat because we were kind of far away from the statue where we were able to buoy up to when we first got there. And then as boats left, there was a spot closer to the statue. So I made Chris go over there so that I could get in and not have to go very far.
Right.
And just like, I'm terrified. So I love the boat and I love the beach. I'm terrified of water, which makes no sense. But like, I will go on the boat all day long, but I'm not getting in the fucking water. But I felt like if I didn't see it, I would regret it. Mm-hmm. Like, we were all the way out there.
Right.
And the kids were talking about how cool it was. So I fucking faced my fears. I was so nervous. I had a pool noodle and I made him hold on to me the whole time. And we like surface snorkeled over to it. And then I saw it and I was like, okay, we're good. I got back in the boat. And that was the 10 minutes I was in the water the entire time. Yeah, I got that lobster stamp, but I wasn't fucking getting lobsters.
Hypothetically, thank God we definitely went in for her 6 lobsters.
Thank God we did not hit that limit, so I didn't have to pretend like.
Okay, never mind. Kim didn't go in.
Yeah, because we never got enough to like that I had to like pretend like you did. I got it.
You just spray your hair a little bit. Look at my hair; it's totally wet. I obviously
we did get stopped though. Like they were out fucking hard.
I bet they were though. I bet they were.
Yeah, and then we had one on the boat that was too little because the kids had just gotten in, and we told them to just throw him in the live well, and nobody checked them yet, and they had pulled up right after that. And there was a little one in there, and like it's a misdemeanor for every small undersized lobster you have.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all could have been arrested.
Chris, the captain. So we were like, they pulled up and they're like, have you gotten any? We're like, the kids literally just threw some in the live well. We're like, I hope they're fucking legal because, and that, you know, obviously the kids are supposed to check them in the water. They're not even supposed to leave the water. Like if you're diving for lobster, like you need to check and like put it before you even put it on the boat. So we got lucky. They just gave us a warning and then let us go. And then like literally 10 minutes after FWC left us, sheriff pulled up. And we were like, we were just checked. Like, we've got 2. They're legal. We're all good. Like, yeah.
Radio your buddies. We're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, they don't play around down there. That's for sure. You don't want to fuck around and, like, do stupid shit.
I bet they can't. You know, there's too many people down there. And it wouldn't be sustainable if you did. You know what I mean? If they weren't down there checking. Because people would just take whatever they wanted.
Yeah, because we saw a ton that were too small.
Right.
Like, so many. That were too small, but finding legal ones was
the hard part.
Harder, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was an experience. The kids had fun.
That's cool.
It was a nice little getaway.
That's a good time. Did you get to drive over see any fun Henry Flagler stuff?
No, we did go down to the actual Key West one night, but it was late by the time we got in from the boat and then ready and drove the fucking hour down there and then ate. Yeah. By the time we were done eating, everything was turning into party time. You know, everything turns to 21 and up, and the shops start closing. And we had all the teenagers, so we didn't stay for very long. We went, like, the kids walked around and went and got ice cream and stuff, and we like went into a few bars, and then they were like, "We're ready," and I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Yeah. It sucked, but I get it. Like, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing to do. They can't just go sit in a truck, and you don't want them wandering fucking Key West.
No.
At midnight.
Nope, that's not the move.
So we ended up going back. We didn't stay long. I didn't see a whole lot, but I went up to the Garden of Eden for the first time.
That's fun.
Yeah. Well, so I'm like, everyone I'm with, I'll like, you know, go with the flow and do anything. And I'm like the reserved one. And we're trying to like figure out what bar we're going to go in. And I was like, oh, there's the Garden of Eden. That's clothing optional. And they were like, what? And I was like, oh, insert foot in mouth immediately. Because as soon as I said that, I knew they were fucking running up those stairs. And so I was like, okay, whatever, I'll go. Like, but everyone had clothes on except one guy.
Oh, that's not fun.
It was fine for me. I did not want, I was like, you know, you walk up those stairs and like you round the corner to the door and you're like, what are we about to see?
Have you ever been to Blind Creek?
No.
I went to Blind Creek once with this girl and it was a good time and we were having a nice time. And then we met like these girls that she knew we ran into and we're talking to them. And then like, so we're sitting in our chair and the girls are standing here. And then this man comes up and he's talking to them and they knew him. And so now everyone's having a conversation, but this man had his penis tattooed. So now I'm the creep. Because I'm
You're
not
just staring at it.
Because what is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out what it is. And he's like, they're talking about like their classes at IRCC or some shit. You know what I mean? And they're all like having like this like super normal. Everyone's naked, and they're having this like super normal conversation. I'm just trying so hard not to stare at this guy's tattooed fucking penis because like, why is your penis tattooed?
Oh my god, what was on it?
It was like a tribal tattoo around his fucking dick.
Oh my god,
like around the base of his penis. There was like a tribal tattoo.
I feel bad for the guy that had to do that.
Honestly, who tattooed your penis?
I don't know.
How did that feel?
I just couldn't do it. Like, it's not, the whole naked scene, just not for me.
I don't know. But then I was like, oh, of course, now I'm the fucking creep.
Right.
But, like, how do you not look at that?
Right.
You have a tattooed penis.
I mean, yeah, even, like, the one, I mean, it's a clothing optional bar, but, like, there's one guy naked, and it's, like, isn't that more awkward for him? I guess he just doesn't care.
Yeah, well, and so, like, when we were at Blind Creek, like, some people came up, and, like, we were there on, like, a busy-ass Saturday. I went with this girl. And so everybody was naked. And, like, at Blind Creek, it's, like, mainly old people. So it's not really that big of a deal. But then this couple came up, and they were sitting, like, next to us. And, like, they were fully clothed. Like, she had, like, a full-on one piece. And he was, like, the guy at the beach in sneakers and socks. And it's, like now you guys look like the weirdos.
Right.
Because,
why
like,
are you there?
Or, like, I get what you're saying. Like, if this guy's the only naked one, like, that's kind of awkward for him. But, like, if everyone's naked and you're the only one with clothes on, it's... Now you're the fucking weirdo.
Right. They said that right before somebody that was there said that right before we walked up. There was like 10 guys naked dancing, and we had like just missed them.
Oh, too bad.
I don't know. I think I was like, oh, that's fine.
Well, why are you going if you're not trying to see dancing penises?
Everyone else went. So I thought, well, let's just go see what it is about.
The peer pressure got you?
Yeah.
A little bit.
And then I was out. I didn't stay long.
Oh, that's a good time.
But yeah, if you ever go to Key West, there's a place called the Garden of Eden. It's on the third floor of there's three bars. First floor, second floor, and the third rooftop
is where the nakedness
is all the clothing optional bar.
That's fun.
Do they have like an undressing room?
Probably the bathroom.
Or do you just like change there?
You just walk in and like take your top off and put it in your bag.
Yeah. All the guys had no shirts on. But yeah.
Yeah, probably, right? Just take your shirt off when you get there and put it in your bag.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Or if it's like Fantasy Fest and like everybody just painted like nobody's wearing clothes there anyway.
Right.
You're already not wearing clothes. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there is a changing room. Honestly, now I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I didn't see one, but I was just curious.
Did you pee? Did you see what the bathroom was up to? Like, was there like changing rooms in the bathroom?
I did not go to the bathroom there.
You know what I mean? Like, would there be like stalls? You know what I mean? Like at the water park when you go to the bathroom, there's like bathroom and then there's like stalls to like change in.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're going to a clothing optional bar, you don't care to take your clothes off in front of people either, though.
Right. Fair enough.
Probably just do it right there on the dance floor.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
But what did you do on our off week?
Well, Eric had a really busy week. So it was, my kid's young enough that like someone's got to be in charge. And I went to like Du Bois. We went down to,
that's such a pretty
it is, and it was fun. I was worried because it's so hot. Sometimes when it's so hot, like if the water's not moving enough there, you get like bacteria. But like the tide was going out, so everything was moving. It was nice. It was a good time. We saw some fish. It was really pretty.
That's cool.
It is just, it was just a nice time.
No, it's a nice beach.
Especially for your little kids, you know what I mean? There's no waves, there's no...
Yeah.
They went, like, kind of out by the inlet, and I was like...
I know, it's terrifying.
Somebody hold on to that fucking kid.
I was so scared of the kids when they were diving. We were in a spot that had, like, a really bad current.
Oh.
And, like, I mean, they were going down together in buddies, but still, like, the boat would be floating away from them, and then we'd have to go back over to them, and then at one point, Chris and Jason were in the water, and so the teenagers were driving the boat, but then all the teenagers were on the boat, and none of them can sit still, so they want to jump in the water, but then now the current's taking them that way, the diver's that way, and the boat's this way, and I'm like, I cannot track two parties of people. Like, you kids have to stay on the boat while they're driving, like, while they're diving.
Down,
like,
right.
We can only be paying attention to them. It was a very stressful time for me.
I bet. And now what if someone gets hit up in the fucking motor because you're moving?
That was terrifying of that. But Anthony got on a boat for like a few minutes because he was going to help us drive over by the bridge so that Jason and Chris could get in because I didn't trust the teenagers operating the boat by the bridge.
Fair.
And Anthony's like, this boat's causing me anxiety. I'm like, you're fucking telling me. Like, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because there was entirely too many brains on this boat that, like, all want to do something different.
Yeah,
like,
that's hard.
It was, yeah. I doubled up on my citalopram. No, I didn't, but I should have. Like, I just kept drinking my high noons, trying to keep my calm.
Oh, that's fun.
But yeah, sorry. When you were saying like the current,
yeah, absolutely,
beach, it reminded me of like how terrible. Oh, and then we find out Anthony and them got pulled, like, you know, by the sheriffs because they were out in numbers, and they were asked him where they had dove at, and they told him the bridge. And thank God I didn't hear this prior, but he said that the cop said that at that bridge they lose like 5 divers a mini season because of the current. Probably like tank divers that aren't like attached to anything. They're not like, you know, and because the current's so fucking bad. I'm like, great bridge you chose, but they got a lot of lobster. Like, it was full of shit, you know, it was full of bugs, but
it's not worth
not
it.
A very safe spot. I'm like, get me out of here. Let's not go back there.
Yeah, like that's not worth like losing your life for some fucking lobster.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah,
the current can be really scary. People don't you know, a lot of people like that come down here. Like, if anyone isn't from Florida and doesn't know, if you get caught in a rip current, you got to go with it. Don't fight it ever. Never fight it. Yeah. Go with it. It'll dump you out somewhere.
Not against it, go sideways. Go out of it. Not back.
Right.
Yeah. Don't go back towards. Go parallel to
the shore.
Shore, not towards the shore.
Yeah, shit's scary.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
But
my kids love it. My kids love the ocean. They love the water. They have no fear of it.
Well, some healthy fear is good.
Yeah. Caden came face to face with a barracuda. I think that scared him a little bit.
Oh, I've done that before, snorkeling, but like a baby at Du Bois when I was a kid. Like a little baby barracuda I came face to face with snorkeling. Yeah.
He's like, it just stopped and looked at me, and I looked at it, and then it swam away, and I was like, oh, crap.
That's what happened to me. I saw one in the mangroves.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's fun.
But anything else other than Du Bois?
I went to Disney, not last week, but the week before, but after we recorded.
Oh, okay.
So what happened? Oh, okay. People need to be cool. There was this guy, and
for real.
Right, and like, I get that like people spend a lot of money, and like it can be stressful when things don't go your way, but like you can't have a full-on tantrum in the middle of a theme park. We were walking into the land pavilion. And this man, and again, I know that like some disabilities are invisible, so maybe, but it didn't seem, he seemed like a perfectly functioning person that was just fighting with his family. And we're walking up, and he's screaming, and she's screaming, and everybody's yelling, and they're all kind of arguing. And then he had like one of those, like those backpacks that are just like strings, like a gym bag backpack thing, you know what I mean? That people give away. I think it's a drawstring bag. Right. Start slamming it into the wall, into like, there's like a walkway, and it's just like, and like, we were like right next to him, and like my kid's walking in front of me, I like went like this over his head, because like he was about to get slammed by this guy's fucking drawstring bag. For what? For what? Because you're fighting with your family?
Oh my God.
You're gonna have a fucking violent outburst in the goddamn land pavilion? So we went in and got on our ride, and then we came back, and there was a cast member who looked like the meanest cast member they could find, and she was like patrolling the fucking area with like this look on her face, and I was like, I bet somebody told, like, I bet she's out here looking for this man, or like making sure it doesn't happen, because she was like in the spot it had happened, and she was just like she was ready to yell at somebody, and I was like, good, get
the heat and the financial burden really got that dad.
Yeah, you know, and like, and you see it happen, you see people like melting down there, and like, I get it, it's overstimulating, it's hot, you paid a lot of money to be here, and things aren't going your way, but like, you can't start hitting stuff.
Oh my God,
like, no.
How embarrassing for your family. Now you're really ruining your money spent.
Right.
You know?
And I bought a stevia plant tissue from the land.
Stevia plant tissue.
Yeah.
What is that? Well, I know what stevia is. It's like a sweetener.
Yeah.
What is the tissue? What is that?
So they take like the tissue from a plant that they have and then like regrow it like a sapling. So it's like a clone of that plant.
Oh.
So they're like working on like more sustainable farming and shit. You know what I mean? So you can buy like these little.
Okay.
So that I've got like.
So like what do you? I get it, whatever. A piece of it.
Yeah.
So you can replant it at home.
Yeah, so I got like a little cool little like greenhouse thing going in my, I don't know if I have a picture, but
Will you keep it alive? Do you have a green thumb?
I don't know. We're going to have to see what fucking happens, honestly. So I got this rose bush from Aldi that was doing well, but then, like, my front got overgrown. And it is still okay, but also roses are really easy.
Yeah.
So I had some other stuff that I had put in my front, but then we have lawn people, and they fucking weed whacked it and, like, killed all of my people.
That's nice
but
of them.
then, right? So then, like, and then I just kept yelling at them. And then, so they stopped weed whacking it. But then my neighbors seeded their front yard, and it all came, and then I had grass growing. So now, like, they're not going to weed whack because I freaked out on them 3 different times, which is good. Don't weed whack my shit. So Eric went and pulled it all out. And a couple of my things are still growing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's me. I think it just went well. It just
you
went
know
well.
The frangipanges that they say that you can literally just break off and then stick in the ground and it grows and you won't have to do anything to it, and they're so hard to kill.
So that's how I was going to get it. And then this is how I got a greenhouse in my light now. It's a black bag greenhouse effect. All right, so no. So you killed it?
I killed it. Like, they say they're, like, indestructible and you can't kill them. And I fucking died.
Well, I mean, I feel like, if anything, that just says that you're really powerful. Good for you.
And the fucking air plant shit that, like, they say you can't kill, I fucking kill them. I don't know. But because I don't take care of them at all.
Try a rose. Roses is really easy.
I just don't have...
Don't have it in you?
To take care of something else. But I love flowers. They're so pretty.
They are so pretty.
Yeah. But I don't remember to water them. I don't understand how much sunlight they need.
See, I'm into it for like a week. You know what I mean? And then so like Eric got me this orchid for like Valentine's Day one year. And I was like, this is so cool. Instead of flowers I threw away, this is a flower that I'm going to tend. And I'm going to like make it grow.
The love fern?
No, it was
like no, I know, but remember the love fern and 10 Things I Hate About You? No, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
I don't remember.
Oh, and she's like, it's the love fern that she has to like keep alive. And if the love fern dies, then the relationship's dead because she's trying to like act crazy. Because she's like writing an article about how to lose a guy in 10 days. Yeah, and she like is trying to like scare this guy away, but he's
crazy.
No, he's in a bet to like stay with her.
Oh, right,
so
right.
like she kept doing crazy ass shit, but he was like staying because he was trying to win the bet. And one of those crazy things was the love fern that like he killed, and she was like, okay.
I get that movie and then the 27 Dresses confused.
Yes.
I don't know why, but in my head I'm like, you're talking about this and all I can see is like Katherine Heigl in a yellow dress.
Right.
I don't know.
I know. I get those confused too. It makes sense.
Yeah, well, love ferns die, I guess.
Yeah. But sorry, when you were just talking about the flower, the orchid, that reminded me of the love fern that was bought. Did you keep it alive, your orchid?
I don't. No, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. No, it lasted like, I was really into it for like a week, maybe a month. And then it was like, well, it's not going to do well for a while, but it'll come back. Yeah. You take care of it, but I didn't. And I think it's just been dying on a shelf for like 3 years.
Well, they don't really like bloom all the time too, right? Like
yeah, like but I just didn't pay any attention to it for a couple years.
You killed your love fern.
I think it's just dead in the pot in my space. But we'll see what happens to the stevia.
Yeah.
That's what I'm always like, I want to like tend a garden, but it's the same thing. It's like I'm really into it for like a week.
Oh, you can use it as your science for Ferris's school.
I told Eric that this morning, and I was like, well, you're going to do math and woodworking too, though, because you got to make raised garden beds.
Yeah.
So I told Eric that he's going to do that.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
That's a good science lesson.
Right, and it's like math too, if you make a garden bed.
Yeah.
And woodworking, whatever, do the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just said that to him today, so hopefully that works out for them. I don't want to get involved. Because, again, I'm interested for, like, a week.
Right.
I don't really care.
I know.
But I feel like it would be cool, you know what I mean? Like, I spend a lot of money on, like, tomatoes.
Oh, to have your own,
like, I want, like, a garden.
Vegetable garden?
Vegetable garden.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't want to tend it, so I hope that works out for them and they're interested. Eric's been really into, like, his fruits and veggies recently, so maybe he'll be into it. I don't know. Yeah, he's been, like, doing all the food shopping, too, so.
I mean, it sounds great in theory.
Right. That's the thing in theory. Like, I don't want to actually tend this shit.
Right.
We'll see what happens. Tyler,
I wonder if there's, like, gardeners that you can, like women or whatever that like to grow things, and then, like, you can just pay them to come tend to your garden.
I knew someone who was trying to get somebody from Facebook, like, anyone. She was like, I'll come pay you. Come help me tend my garden. And nobody was interested.
Really?
I don't know if it was just her Facebook friends or what. I mean, it's too fucking hot. Yeah. First of all. And I guess, like, I feel like garden stuff is, like, a lot. It's, like, like a labor of love. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you got to be into it. Like, you're not going to do it for someone else.
Right.
I don't know. I know, like, my dad and them have, like, they have, like, a garden, and they make, like, cherry tomatoes and shit. I don't know what all they have going on, though, honestly, because I don't really... They go over there, you know what I mean? And then I'm like, okay, well, if you guys are going over there, I'm going to have time to myself, and then I don't go over there. Right. So I don't really know what's going on over there.
Right.
They went yesterday. I don't know.
Well, he can teach you how to tend the garden.
Yeah. They can teach my kid, and then he can do it at home, and I can stay out of it. But I like it.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Okay, what else? I'll start with Disney. So I went to Disney, and I bought that, and this guy was acting crazy. And what else happened? Tinkerbell is in Fantasmic. I didn't even realize last time, because that's how much I'm not paying attention to her. Because she's so old. Fantasmic is a weird ass show.
Yeah.
Basically, Mickey is like in a bad dream, and like the nightmares are trying to get him.
Like it's the movie Fantasia.
Yeah, but it's like a stage show at like the end of the night at Hollywood Studios. It runs twice, and it's like Mickey comes out in that outfit.
Yeah. But
he's like having a bad dream in his nightmares, and then it's like all of the characters come through like and do a song and a show, and like Tinkerbell comes out to like get like the fairy dust power, and then like Moana comes out and like defeats the ocean, and then fucking Scar's there. Isn't
that how Fantasia was too? It was just a lot of random
weird as shit. Yeah,
weird as shit, and a lot of random characters made cameos.
Right, and then like at the end, like Maleficent comes out as like a dragon and like lights the whole place on fire, and then Mickey puts it out, and it actually caught on fire once.
Oh shit!
And it was, I don't remember if it was ours or California. It might have been ours, and it was like closed for like a month. It might have been California.
Oh shit!
But at one point, like it actually did catch on fire. So we saw that and closed down Hollywood Studios. That was fun. We didn't do that much because there's not a festival right now. Oh, so I have some other Disney news. There's a festival starting. What's it called? Starts Food and Garden.
The band one starts soon, right? At Epcot?
Food and Wine. Yeah. Flower and Garden's the other one. Well, there's a Eat to the Beat series.
That one. That's what I was thinking.
So the Eat to the Beat series is for Food and Wine.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. But there's
that's the lineup we read the last time.
Yeah. So it's starting soon.
But that's part of Food and Wine.
That's part of Food and Wine.
Okay, I think I didn't understand that. I thought the Eat to the Beat was its own festival thing.
Honestly, I think every festival has a concert series.
Okay.
But Eat to the Beat is
part of Food and Wine
one. But Flower and Garden had its own concert series too. It depends on how good the festival is, how good the artists are. I didn't pay attention to the other ones. All right, and then what do we have here? Disney Spring stuff. That's something else that we're gonna talk about later. Something else we're gonna talk about later. Oh, this is what it is. Guess what today is?
What?
It's the 26th anniversary of Lindsay Lohan's version of The Parent Trap.
26.
You know she's redoing Freaky Friday.
I saw that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Okay, so I watched one reality show, Claim to Fame. You ever watch that?
No.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good. So the thing is, it's the Jonas... I feel like I told you about this before.
Wait, this is the
Jonas Brothers' little brother,
Yeah,
Frankie.
This is the one where they, you don't know who they are. They have to guess or whatever.
Right, and so we all got to figure out who everybody is. So this girl... Was it a girl? Was it a boy? It was the boy. There was this boy. If you're not caught up, spoiler alert, was related to Jamie Lee Curtis. And the clue was, on a very peculiar Friday. And nobody got it. Come on, guys. Freaky Friday.
I don't know if I got that either, but...
Everyone's like, what's a peculiar Friday? Freaky Friday. Right. Honestly, I didn't get it either. But then afterwards, I was like, you guys are so stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so Disney is going to make an announcement tomorrow or the next day about this new fucking cruise ship. The Disney Destiny... They're just fucking teasing.
Looks like a villain's cruise ship.
And the one that they posted, that's just the one that I saved. The one they posted before that was Heroes. So they posted this 3 days ago.
So it's got Simba.
And then they posted this today.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Heroic Encounters coming to Disney Destiny soon.
So what's on the first one has Simba.
That's Simba.
Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse. And then what's her name from?
Edna Mode.
From The Incredibles. Those are all heroes?
Well, Edna's a fashion designer, but I guess she's technically on the good guy's side.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, she's just kind of an asshole about it.
And then the second one is Cruella de Vil, Scar, and
Hades.
That's all villains, so I don't know. I wonder.
Right. I don't know. I'm curious.
Yeah.
They got a villain party because I'm in.
But those are all random characters for a cruise too, right? Lion King on a cruise?
I don't know. I haven't been on a Disney cruise. The only time I ever went on a cruise is that one we went on for your 21st birthday.
Yeah, me too.
So, obviously, I'm not up on my cruise stuff. I mean, I'd like to go, but
I feel like it would be more like water related or whatever. Like to have a cruise.
I don't know. I think they have a lot. I think they have like a frozen room on one of them.
Yeah.
I think they do everything. And then, like, they're all, like, dedicated with different... Like, they all have, like, different characters on, like, their bows.
Right.
And I think, like, this one's going to be minis, but I don't really know. Again, I'm not that up on the park stuff. And then the other Disney news, obviously, is Deadpool is killing it.
Deadpool broke, like, records, right? Like...
Yeah, and so they're doing at Disneyland... I wish this was here. Disneyland broke out the other day, Friday. The other day, Disneyland started a Deadpool story time.
How is Deadpool doing, like, Disney if it's the Marvel?
Disney owns Marvel.
Disney's Marvel?
Disney owns Marvel.
So what does
okay, so here's the thing.
Universal owns
part
of Marvel too, right?
Universal had the rights, so Disney bought Marvel after the Universal Park here was made. So the Universal Park here already had the rights to Marvel. So Disney can't have Marvel in the state of Florida even though they bought the studio.
Because isn't Universal making a Marvel? Is that not Marvel? What are they? The superhero park they're making. What is
they
it?
have a Marvel land now.
No,
they have
they're
Spider-Man
making
and all that.
a new park. What is it?
Epic Universe?
Epic Universe. Isn't that Marvel?
That's going to have like 5 different lands in it. Let's see. Is Marvel in part of Epic Universe? Because I know Disney owns the movies.
Because
Disney's
Spider-Man
making all
is
these
Marvel
movies.
And shit, right?
So Disney's making all of these movies. And Disney bought Marvel. But they already had it at Universal here. So in California, it's in Disney. Disney made an Avengers campus. Disney owns Marvel over there. But because they had it first in Florida, so let's see what's going on. Yeah. Part of Universal Studios. Okay, we don't want the AI one. In case you were curious, yes, Disney now owns Marvel Comics, but Universal locked up the theme park rights to certain character groups, the Avengers, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and X-Men in perpetuity on the East Coast. So that's right, what I said.
Right. So what's Epic Universe going to be?
Oh, right. That's what we're going to ask. I Googled something else. I Googled is Marvel Pardo. Yeah, is Epic... What are Epic Universe's lands? Because it's going to be... I remember they told us the lands, but I don't remember. Because I haven't even been to the universe. What is Epic Universe lands? Celestial Park. Dark Universe. How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk, Super Nintendo World, Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. I heard they're making a whole Ministry of Magic.
Yeah, they are making. That's going to be so fucking cool. Be really cool.
And then possible expansions. Universal's Epic Universe is getting even bigger. Universal Orlando updated its original plans to include more than 1,300 additional acres for the park, and it hasn't even opened yet. And that was from June. Original park will sit on 700. So it's going to be like a lot bigger.
I guess I thought it was like going to be superhero, but it's not.
No, there's going to be 5 worlds.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
And I want to fucking see Deadpool and Wolverine. We're going this week. We haven't had a chance to see it yet. Yeah, I've been like staying away from it because they say there's a lot of cameos and I don't want to know who they are. I want to be surprised like everyone else got to be surprised on the first day. I don't know. I haven't I've been saying
when you do see it because I'm not going to see it.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to. Why? Well, okay. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you. But don't tell me either.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I mean, I hope I'm going to see it. Hopefully soon. It's just hard to get a babysitter because you can't take a 5-year-old to Deadpool.
Why? You won't understand any of it.
You won't pay attention.
Feed him fucking popcorn.
You don't eat popcorn, that motherfucker. That's why he likes the movie theater in Fort Pierce because you can get french fries.
Yeah, that's where we go to. It's more comfortable.
We went yesterday to see Despicable Me 4.
Oh yeah, that's where we saw that movie too. But we're gonna go this week. Well, oh yeah, Eric probably wants to see it.
You saw Despicable Me 4?
Yes, we love Despicable Me.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't even know if I can fully watch the second one. Ferris watches them all.
Why? We love the Minions.
No, I don't know anything about it. I made a Minion meme, so do you like the Minion meme?
I love the fucking Minions.
No, I didn't know.
I love Despicable Me.
I was like, this movie just came out. What do you mean you saw Despicable Me 4 already?
Yeah,
Didn't it just come out a couple weeks ago?
We were like counting it down.
Really?
Until it came out.
They went yesterday. Ferris was counting it down too, but he's 5, so.
Yeah, Carson loves it. And we all went to go see it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Except KK, she had to work, but yeah, we love the Minions.
Yeah, they went yesterday.
But we're all gonna go see Deadpool too. So if you want to come, well, I was gonna say, but Eric probably wants to see it too.
Kaylee wants to go.
I don't know.
She doesn't want to go with me. And Eric can go.
I'll ask her. I think she works all week, to be honest.
That's fine. That's fine.
I think she works the rest of the week.
You know, I'll text my brother. When are you guys gonna go?
I don't know.
All right, text me when you know when you're going, and I'll see if my brother's available.
Okay.
Or I'll find a babysitter. Or I'll see if I can find a babysitter.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. But yeah, I heard there was a bunch of cameos of people that like pop up like that. You know, we didn't know was in it. We do know that Blake Lively is Lady Deadpool, which I
didn't know that.
That's all over the fucking internet.
I know, but I keep scrolling past.
Well, that is everywhere because you love Blake Lively's been posting. I love Blake Lively, so I read everything she posts.
So I do, and I knew she was gonna be.
It was very like that was everywhere. That was in like the promo right before the video, right before the movie released.
And then he said that he couldn't afford her. So I thought that it wasn't true.
He did say that.
He did say that. So I was just hoping that was true.
Well, I don't know. I think it's true. She was talking about it.
Yeah, you're backtracking now because you know you ruined it.
No.
It's fine.
But what I thought was really cool was that when Deadpool, whoever
she definitely went to the premiere in that outfit, so I did see that.
Yeah, but so did Gigi. Went
right,
like Wolverine, yeah. But when the character was written, it was written with Blake Lively in mind before they even knew, like before Deadpool was
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
that's cute.
Yeah, so I thought that was like cool, full circle. Like,
yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, and that she actually agreed to do it because she's got It Ends With Us coming out right now too. So she's that. I saw a thing that was like who posted it? Blake Lively or Ryan Reynolds? One of them posted it, and it was a movie theater with Deadpool, Wolverine, It Ends With Us next to each other, and they were like, "Oh, mom and dad date night" or something like that. I don't know. It's funny that cute. They were both like they're both in theaters. Like, well, It Ends With Us comes out next week, but
that's exciting.
Yeah. What else we got?
Deadpool. I feel like, was there more to say about that? No, that was it, right? I told you about story time.
Just that it comes out.
Yeah, so do we want to talk about Taylor Swift? Oh! So we'll talk about Germany, but I put this on our stories, but it was Taylor and Travis pictures at Disney Springs.
Oh, that's
so I was going to ask you if you saw it.
Oh, that's when she was, when he was on stage with her.
Yeah, someone painted it and sold it at Disney Springs. And then...
The crowd in Germany when she played in Munich, right? Am I pronouncing that right?
I think so.
I think so.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds right to me. It's so cute.
They said it was like 114,000 people total, like the 70,000 that fit in the stadium or something, and then like I don't remember. I can't do the math in my head right now, but like like double the amount of people or whatever, half the whatever, out on the fucking hill. Which is insane.
That's insane. And it's like so cool of her that she was like down with that.
But she doesn't kick them out. Like she doesn't stop the people
from doing that. And I mean, not that like you would expect her to do it, but like I could see other music artists not allowing that. I couldn't see her not allowing that.
I could see the town not allowing that. That had to have been somewhat of like a fear of like safety because there was a lot of fucking people on that hill.
Right.
And then, you know, like when you go to a Taylor Swift concert, you get a wristband that you pull the tab and it lights up and it's somehow some fucking wave technology synchronizes it. So like during like a Reputation song, the crowd makes like a snake with their wristbands.
That's cool.
And then like Speak Now, the whole stadium turns purple by the wristband. So like it's all coordinated by them and they light it up for you. But there's one song where everyone's wristbands turn white and the entire hill had their flashlights on.
Oh, that's so cute.
So like the whole thing was white.
So cute.
Yeah, I'm like, that's so crazy. Like, and then people still want to hate on her, you know, say that she's not like, who else can do that?
Nobody.
No.
Nobody.
Like, I mean, the Beatles could back in their day, but like.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's fucking insane.
I don't think that anyone's ever had the pool that she currently has. Yeah. I don't think Michael Jackson could do it.
Yeah.
I don't. And I'm a big fan. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. King of Pop for sure. Rest in peace. But like, she's on another fucking level.
Yeah.
She's on another fucking planet.
Yeah. And still so like girl next door down there.
And cool about it. You know what I mean?
I thought that was really cool to see that.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really cool.
We'll post it. I do have a Instagram that we can put up that shows it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, and I think I have like this guy's.
Yeah.
This is Holden Smith's video.
Oh, that's what he says it too. Like, who else could pull it? Look at all those people up there. Like, that whole hill was outside of the stadium. Yeah, I don't think they could actually see her either out there. I think that was just they could hear it.
Yeah.
And people were doing that everywhere in every town. Like the towns that were allowing it, people were outside the stadium just because you could hear it.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, good for them that they got to go.
Yeah.
And hear it.
Yeah.
That's cute. And it's so sweet that they were all out there.
I saw one TikTok where a cop took one of the girls' phones that was like on the outside of the gate, and he took it out and videoed like the stage for her and then brought it back to her.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. I hope he didn't get in trouble for that.
Oh, hypothetically this happened. Don't let me get him in trouble. It was hypothetically. He didn't really do it. I don't know, in case he can't get in trouble. I know. And we just like hypotheticals.
Did you see that? I know Ben and Jen news. We've talked about it a million times, but apparently he bought his own house now. So I don't know. But then they're like, oh, well, J-Lo is wearing a ring still. And it's just like, I still feel very like, why are we continuously talking about this? Like, why do we think like TMZ
this is our business
keeps like digging at this?
And then like a couple weeks ago, she had like posted a video of like her with like Ben Affleck's daughter, and like the whole media was like running around with it, and it's like they're like, oh well, speculation because she's with the daughter, but aren't they breaking up? And it's like, can you just let them?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Especially like when kids are involved. Do you know what I mean? Like
why they keep digging it. I don't understand. Like the draw, because no one really cares anymore. You know, we were all, when it was first announced, it was like nostalgia because it was they were like an it couple back when we were younger.
Like, Ben and Jen finally made it.
They went from full circle. They're back together. But then when they're just really like knocking and what is this? What's the like saying where they're like knocking a dead horse or whatever? What is that?
Beating a dead horse.
Beating a dead horse.
Yeah, yeah, they are beating a dead horse.
Yeah,
at this point. They really are. They really are. And like you said, like it's like it was fun because we knew like in the early 2000s when they were together and then they broke up, like it was pretty obvious that it was like paparazzi driven.
Right.
Like the paparazzi like drove them, you know, especially like now that we're all adults now and we're, you know, reading Britney Spears and we're finding out that like what we should have realized before, that the paparazzi is for sure behind a lot of these people's fucking mental breakdowns, which is fair because I wouldn't want them following me around like that either. You know what I mean?
Such an invasion of privacy. And it's crazy to me that it's like 2024 and the paparazzi has been insane since the early 2000s. That's kind of where paparazzi, I think, prior to that, it wasn't as crazy.
Well, we didn't have the internet for them to sell it to.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think they started like selling it to.
Yeah.
Besides, like once you had more than like just US Weekly at Walgreens, it was like bigger money in it, maybe. Right. I don't know.
But it seems crazy that there's all these people with money and essentially power in Hollywood, that they don't have like laws against like an invasion of privacy for kids at the very minimum.
At the minimum, they're fucking
children.
Or
like if they're in some place that is private, they shouldn't be allowed to harass them. Like those pictures of like Taylor and Travis when they were on that beach in the Bahamas, and it just seemed so personal. And there was like a paparazzi that somehow managed to get into this like private beach and snap those pictures. And I'm sure he got paid so much fucking money for those pictures, but it just felt wrong. And how are they not like protected from that?
And you know what? It just made me think of when you were saying that. I'm wondering now, was it new then, or is it just that we're hearing about it then? Because I feel like even like Judy Garland was like just harassed terribly by like Hollywood and whatnot, and like
I guess the paparazzi are essentially what happened to Princess Diana too.
Right. The paparazzi is 100% responsible for Princess Diana's death.
I mean, that was
early 2000s, late 90s. No, late 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
But still, you know what I mean? And I feel like, did Mariska Hargitay say, so her mom was, what's her name? Jane Mansfield.
The Mansfield bar on the back of the semis.
So she got her head cut off. And I feel like I remember her doing an interview saying that like it was on like the news and like magazines like when she was young and like her mom, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like where the paparazzi have they always been a problem, and it's just more mainstream.
Do you know that the bar at the behind semis is called that now?
Yeah, it's the Mansfield bar because they cut her head off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that. Yeah. But I feel like she's done an interview before where like talking about like the news like bothering her.
Right.
And, like, that was, what, in the 50s?
Right.
60s? You know what I mean? And, like, I know, like, Judy Garland was, like, crazy. Like Hollywood really fucked her up, but I feel like she had paparazzi issues too with like Liza Minnelli after she had Liza.
Yeah.
I feel like the paparazzi, I feel like I've like read articles of like her like going to Liza's building and trying to get in, and like the paparazzi just like taking pictures of like Judy Garland being like
yeah,
a
because I guess
drugged out
even back then
mess.
there wasn't the internet, but there was all those
The
like
newspapers
entertainment
and
magazines.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I don't know. It just seems that there would be some sort of like protection that they have, but I just feel like the paparazzi have like a free for all.
They just do
Like
whatever the fuck
they
they
can
want.
do whatever the fuck they want, and there is no repercussions.
You're right though. It should be like some kind of protection, especially kids.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be able to just like take kids' pictures.
No.
Like honestly, like I'm really crazy about like even like recording around Disney World. Like I don't get people's faces. You see how like I put like things over my own kid's face. If I get anyone else's kid's face, like I put
Yeah.
stuff over it. Like I'm not out here, and I'm just some random person with a fucking
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
And
but
I feel like I care more about people's privacy than the real paparazzi.
Right. And the magazines are bullshit. But
That went.
I don't
What
know
were we
where
talking about?
I don't even know where we were before
Oh, we're
we
talking
got
about Ben
onto
and
that.
Jen.
Ben and Jen,
Ben and Jen.
yeah.
I hope that they're okay, and I think that we should leave them alone. I mean, we're going to talk about it if y'all are, but maybe y'all should stop, and then we'll stop.
Yeah. Well, I guess I
Well,
just
we're
wanted
not
to be
the
like,
ones-
like when it popped up again, and I'm like, holy crap! Now, like, okay, he's buying a house. Okay, she's still wearing a ring. Okay, it's just like every time. I feel like every time I open Instagram and like I'm scrolling because I get like the TMZ and it's always there's
That.
always something about Ben and Jen, and it's like, you guys, stop.
Right.
Like
Right.
you're not even giving us anything. You're not like
Right, you don't
nothing
even have
you're
any
even
information.
saying is like
I think that's what kills me
a
about the
valid
video
information.
with his daughter, because it was like, oh, Jen's out with Ben's daughter, and it's like, okay, and you were trying to tell
Like,
us they
what?
broke up, so why are you know what I mean? What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're just looking for something to say?
Speaking of a Jen too, the fucking and like bullshit stories today, Jen Aniston, they were like, oh, Jen Aniston got ink thrown on her, and it was like
For a movie.
a fucking show, the Good Morning whatever, Good Morning, what is she, Good Morning something, I
I
forget.
don't know.
But yeah, it's for the fucking show that she's in. Like, what? Why is this like, I don't know. Some of it is stupid. Well, what I do like though is like the Olympics. Have you been watching any of that?
Just the Flavor Flav stuff online.
Yeah.
And a little bit of, okay, you tell me what you're going to say, then I'm going to tell you
No,
what
I was
watched.
just gonna say I haven't really been watching much of the Olympics, but like every time I open something about, you know, and I see the Olympics, it's always about like Flavor Flav rooting people on, or like sponsoring the
Women's polo.
women's polo,
Which,
and then,
we told you first, because the internet's all acting like it's news. We
yeah,
said this last
like,
month.
I was
We
thinking
told you
that
about this
too
last
when I
month.
read it today, and I was like, wait, what? Didn't we already know this? Like he sent them all to Taylor Swift, and
That's why we're following him, and I like put
Yeah.
like stuff in our stories all the time.
yeah, and now, but the article I read today was that he's like sponsoring them. He's to get them there too because he felt like they were all working. He found out they were all working like 2 or 3
multiple
jobs to like
plus
get
training.
there. Yeah, and he was like, they shouldn't. They've won like multiple gold medals. Like, why are
They
they?
won 3 times.
Yeah, why are they working 2 or 3 jobs to get there? Well, why aren't like bigger people sponsoring these girls to get them there?
And so now he is.
So Flavor Flav stepped in. Thank you.
Flavor
Flav.
Flav.
And then Snoop Dogg is carried the torch.
He's killing
and he's
it.
there just
I keep seeing
fucking
videos of him
supporting
just like
everybody.
vibing.
Yeah.
He's just vibing.
Yeah, he's like in all the events. Like he just keeps showing up in the events.
He's got like a tracksuit and he's
Yeah.
like some sunglasses. He's got like Olympic sunglasses and an Olympic tracksuit,
I
and he's
love
just ready
it.
to fucking party. So I didn't watch it, and I should have. But I did hear Simone Biles is killing it to Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift is loving it, and Simone
did the
is loving
floor
it,
routine,
and
I
everyone's
think, yeah.
loving it. Love it. Love
Yeah.
her. Okay, so there was this Olympic highlight show, okay? And it was Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson. And I was like, oh, this is so good.
Has to be so good, no?
Right, right? And
Where
so
is it? What is it on?
it's on Peacock.
Okay.
Okay. So, but they're not there. They're like in a soundstage in California somewhere.
Watching it?
I guess. They've got like a little.
And they're just like commentating it?
They're commentating on like, they're doing like a highlight show and they're talking about things that have happened,
Is
right?
it funny?
I thought it was going to be funny.
Yeah, I feel like Kevin Hart, both of them, and Kenan Thomas
They
are
should
usually
be.
really
Right, it
fucking
should be.
funny.
Except I think, I don't know what happened. I only watched one episode and I didn't finish it because then, I don't know, people came home in my house or something. Or maybe they woke up in the middle. I don't know. Either way, I got distracted and I had to turn off the TV. It's like, I think that they were drunk and it's almost like it was so bad and they're just like making fun of it. Like, I feel like we're looking in at them like doing a rehearsal where like they hate it. because they're like like the dialogue's not good and they're just like making fun of it. I'm 99% sure they're drunk.
Oh my god.
They definitely pissed off. They had a guest on, and I'm 99% sure that they pissed her off.
Oh my god.
I thought that she was being rude to them first, and then I was like, but she probably could tell that they're not taking this seriously, and she feels like slighted because she's like an Olympic winner, and they're like,
was it supposed to be serious though?
I think that maybe it was. I think that maybe like Peacock execs will not like this, but I loved it. Because it was funny.
If you put Kevin Hart and Kenan Thompson on something, you are not expecting a serious commendation,
right? And like it's not. And so, but do you remember in all that
didn't when they do Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart last year?
I think that Kenan or one of them did part of it because they had talked about how they had been there before. But do you remember on all that when Kenan used to have one of his skits was like him like being a French boy and he was like wee wee and he was like in the bathtub. And so somebody was like, I wish that whatever that character's name would be there. And it was like, he is there, but he's grown up in it. So, but they were doing like they said something. I don't remember what it was, but it was really cheesy and it was clearly like written on the teleprompter. And then he was like, oh, you got to do it like this. And then they're like being like stupid dramatic and they're like stare at this camera and then pan to that one. And they're like redoing it and like laughing hysterically. And like, it was really funny if you're like one of their drunk homies.
Yeah.
But if you're the execs of Peacock, probably not. Like the person that they interviewed was definitely, she was like, oh, what are you guys mad because you're out at like some soundstage in Burbank instead of actually there.
God.
And then they were like trying to like backtrack and like they could tell that they offended her. And then she was like being a bitch to them. And it did kind of seem like she started with them, but then I was thinking about it and I was like, well, she probably thought that she was doing this like serious interview about like her past Olympic things, and then these two are clearly fucking drunk.
Oh my god.
Like their eyes are like red, like I'm pretty sure that they're drunk. And at one point Kenan was like, welcome back to the only talk show with two black anchors outside of BET. And Kevin was like, oh, I love it when you come with this energy. And, like, I like it. It's fun. But, like, I bet Peacock's not going to like this.
Well, now I have to watch it.
It is really good. It's really good, like, for us. We'll see how long it stays up.
Yeah.
And if they do a second one. Because they...
Oh, so there's only one up.
That I saw. But this a couple days ago I turned it on. But, like, I'm pretty sure they were drunk. And, like, they were just...
Was it live?
They were having no, I don't think so.
Well, they left a lot in for it not to be live.
Yeah, so maybe it was. Or maybe no one's really watching this.
Yeah.
I don't have a Peacock app on my phone. I'd look it up
when
now.
we were in this is like, but you said there was a woman Olympic and whatever, but it reminded me that when we were in Key West, we went into a jewelry store and the woman that owns it was on an Olympic soccer team.
Oh, cool.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, she was like, oh, I don't remember even how we got on that conversation. But
and
she
you were
was
like, soccer.
She was like, oh, I went to the Olympics, and we were like, what? And I think they won a medal. I don't remember what she said. What silver, gold, bronze. I don't remember, but I remember her saying they had won a winning Olympic team, and we were like, well, for what? And she was like, soccer, and she was the goalie. Yeah.
Whoa,
we were like, what, you're a goalie? We were like, you're a goalie? But she was cool. She was the owner of that jewelry store in there, which we looked at one coin in there. You know, they're like the shipwreck coins, and it was like wrapped in gold, and it had some sort of like fucking pearl on it too. $17,000 for the one medallion.
Yeah, I believe
like, holy fuck.
If somebody actually found that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean those wreck coins are really cool. But,
yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. So I'm an Olympian
that's pretty exciting.
This weekend.
We're all Olympic out.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the Kevin Hart and Kenan thing, because I'm pretty sure they were drunk, and then text me and tell me if you think they're drunk.
I'm going to watch it, on Peacock.
It's on Peacock. Because, that's the only way I'm watching fucking the Olympics. I just got Peacock.
Yeah, I don't have, cable.
Yeah, it's all on Peacock.
Yeah.
Peacock's got a whole fucking Olympic hub going.
Yeah, they that's what they...
ABC
they the sponsors
right,
right?
Yeah.
But they can't fucking sponsor the U.S. polo team.
Right? You got Flavor Flav.
Thank God Flavor Flav is there.
Flavor Flav stepped up. Fucking lucky. Do we have anything else? Because I think we're almost done now.
I don't know. I posted or I saved that the sharks are on cocaine.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Cocaine sharks. Well, this is what happens. This is what happens when you're all just dumping drugs into the fucking ocean. This is what happens.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok when I got back from the Keys about a guy that was down in Key West for mini season, and when we were down there, and he came upon a square grouper.
Yep.
Yeah.
I told somebody what a square grouper was, and they didn't know, and I'm always feel like that's so fun. I guess people don't know.
People don't know that?
Oh,
I guess not. I guess it's not really common knowledge.
Right. I guess unless you're here. So it's drugs.
A square grouper is a brick of drugs found in the ocean.
Sometimes it's weed, sometimes it's cocaine.
Yeah.
It depends. You got to open your grouper up to see what it is.
Yes.
They just have like a bale of fucking drugs floating in the water.
Yeah, and they find them. I mean, I don't know how often, but it's definitely a thing that people have been finding for years.
Yeah, I remember this guy was like talking about like hanging out at the Square Jupiter in Jupiter, and I was like, you know what that means, right? And he was like, it's a bar, and I was like, okay, yeah, but it's not just called that.
Yeah.
I was like, that word means something.
Yeah. But this guy was like, what would you do? Would you keep it? Like, you have to think about that. Like, they looked it up, like, if, you know, how much it would be worth on the street or whatever, and it was like over $1 million.
Hypothetically.
I mean, that's a big risk to get caught, but there's, I guess, big risks, big reward. I don't know.
But you sell that to one person for like 50 grand, take a giant cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now it's out of your fucking hands.
Yeah.
Who are you? I don't know you. I had nothing to do with this. Hypothetically, that's what I would do.
But the sharks are getting it for free.
Yeah. So hypothetically, you could just go hang out with the sharks and get some free drugs.
Like that Cocaine Shark movie is coming true. Next, Cocaine
Isn't that
Bear.
Cocaine Bear?
No, that's 2, I think.
Oh, really?
I think there's like a Cocaine Shark movie too.
Fantastic.
But the Cocaine Bear movie was based on a true story.
Yeah, that really happened. That really happened.
All these people giving animals drugs.
I remember like the Cocaine Bear, and Eric was like, do you want to watch it? I'll wait for you to watch it. And I was like, I read the news article. I don't need to.
I watched it. It was fucking weird.
I knew it was going to be.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not wasting 2 hours of my life on that.
We wasted 2 hours, but we were committed. Once we started it, we had to see where it went.
A bear broke into some cocaine. I bet he went fucking crazy. Yeah. I don't need a movie for that.
Yeah, it's very gory, but kind of like The Boys gory, whereas like you could still watch it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like
too crazy.
I mean, it was fucking crazy, but it was just so over.
I watch The Boys like this.
Oh, sometimes I do. But you know what? It's like just so overly done that like it's just so fake.
It's so stupid.
Yeah,
like some Sharknado stuff.
Yeah.
Are they all gonna franchise together? You think like is like Sharknado and Shark Bear and Shark Cocaine?
Probably. I don't know if it's all the same people. What about the new Twister movie when you said Shark Tornado? Do we care about that?
I really like the original, so I really like the original. But I don't know if I'd see it in theaters. You know what I mean?
I feel like if you see it in a theater, you have to dress up as a cow. Does the cow fly in the new Twister too? Because that was like the best part of the old Twister.
Don't know. Where are we gonna get cow
Wasn't
outfits?
That so funny?
Moo.
The cow like went in the fucking. I mean, that was like an iconic part of the first Twister.
It definitely was. But where are you going to get a cow outfit?
Second Twister. Fucking Party City.
Okay.
I feel like that was such... I don't know if
I feel like you're going to be the only person dressed up as a cow in the whole movie theater. No one else is dressed up as a cow.
I don't know if it's in the second one, the cow.
I mean, I get what you're going for. That's definitely the best part of the movie. I agree that the cow's funny, but I don't know about dressing up.
I feel like you should.
Okay, well, you dress up. And I'm going to be the guy. So I can just wear a flannel shirt.
Can't wait.
Yeah. I don't have one.
I don't know, that Glenn Powell, he's like everywhere right now. They're really pushing like that movie.
That's what I heard that like it's I mean, I've heard good things, but right, like there's so much other stuff going on. Like if I'm going to the movies, I'm going to see Deadpool.
Yeah, same. And then it ends with us. So I could probably wait for Twister.
Well, I didn't read that book yet, but I'll see if I can get to it before you go because I'm in the middle of my fucking Wheel of Time bullshit. Mm-hmm. But I think there's like 10 books and I'm on book 4, so...
Yeah, it's a really quick read, especially for you, because you read so much. Like, you would get through it so fast. But I don't know, I always like to just read the book. If there's a book to a movie, I try to read the book first before I see the movie.
The thing is, if I read the book and then I watch the movie, I'm going to get mad at the movie.
Oh.
You know, I always get mad at that stuff.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Hunger Games...
Yeah, I guess I kind of, like, I never really got into Harry Potter movies, but I loved the books. I guess I kind of do the same, but Kaylee wanted me to go see the movie with her, so I wanted to watch or read the book first.
Them children ruin my books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the movies.
No, the movies are terrible. Or even, like, remember that fucking Nicholas Sparks, Dear John? So the first page of the book, it fucking starts off. And there's a blonde-haired girl, and there's a brown-haired girl. And the blonde-haired girl's a fucking bitch. And the brown-haired girl's cool, and he ends up dating the brown-haired girl. And who do they cast for that part? Amanda fucking whatever her name with the goddamn blonde hair. Oh, why? Yeah. Why?
Right.
Why? You couldn't have picked a brunette actress? You couldn't have put a fucking wig on her? She couldn't have dyed her hair? You know what I mean? It was just like, maybe it's not a big deal to y'all, but like, and like, I don't mind.
When they make it a point to like...
Right. Like, if you leave something out for, like, brevity, okay, fine. You didn't have time for, like, Hermione and the elf side quest. I think that's stupid and I hate it. And I think you should have put it in. But I get that it's a brevity thing, okay? Whatever, fine. You don't have a whole thing for her to start a goddamn revolution with the elves. But if he made a point that this girl had this hair and this girl had that hair, why you gotta, you know what I mean?
Change it, yeah.
And that's, like, my thing with the Hunger Games. They came out with a new book. They came out with a new movie. But I can't be involved because... The Mockingjay pin She originally gets it. I'm not spoiling anything because this shit's been out for decades. In the books, she gets the Mockingjay pin from her friend's mom. Her friend's mom had a twin sister who was part of the original revolution. So the Mockingjay was from the original revolution, and that is where she got the pin. And in the movie, they're like, her sister handed it to her. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that it was important to the story. It was important to the revolution. It was important. And, like, there's no, like, that could have been a 20-second scene. She could have gone to her friend's house. She could have saw, like, pictures. You know what I mean? Like, you could have very easily put, like, the importance of the Mockingjay into the movie without, like, causing extra money spent or extra time spent. I don't understand why y'all gotta just ruin shit to ruin shit.
Right. I don't remember that. But they do bullshit like that when they turn a book into a movie. And then I always hate buying the book after the movie, too, because then they put the fucking cover of the book on the movie. Quit doing that. Like, it wasn't...
This isn't who I'm looking for.
It's not what it was. Like, you made the book after the movie, so don't change the fucking book.
Stupid. Well, this is our rant on books and movies. We don't like it.
I hate it. But I still read the book, and I'm going to see it end with this. And
I should probably just go with you guys to see it without reading the book. Because if I read the book, I'm going to get pissed off.
That's fine. You can join us without reading the book. But I also wanted to give a little, like, fun fact about Glenn Powell that I saw recently, that his parents make a cameo in every movie he's in.
Oh,
and they have since, like, the beginning.
That's so cute.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny. I like it.
They're even in Twister. They're like, when there's like a scene where they're in bleachers, I think, if I remember right, and his parents are sitting directly behind him in the bleachers. Oh, but every movie.
That's really cute. I like that. I like that. I like ending it on a fun, positive fact, too, after I just talked shit. That's good. I like it.
All right. So on that note, we're out for the week.
All right, before I start talking more shit.
Yeah, because it seems like we keep going off track, and we don't want to talk everyone's ear off.
Well, I mean, we do, but...
Well, we do, but we kind of try to keep it at an hour, which we've done.
All right, cool. So, peace out.
So, on that note, peace out.
Thanks for being here.
K-Town down. Thanks for being here.